Hey, what's up YouTube? This is CaptainChurrr. Welcome to my episode 3 of How to Play series for Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. Today's episode is Burning Abyss. It's the Phantom Knight or PK Fire build, but we'll just quickly go over the cards, but you guys gotta read each card yourselves. Read each card effect, make sure you understand it to avoid misplays, and just the general rule with Burning Abyss. They all got two effects. Each of them got two effects, and you can only activate one of the effects once per turn and only that turn. If that makes sense. It kind of explains it here. You can only use one of these effects once per turn and only that turn. So each Burning Abyss monster, they have this effect. If you control no spell trap cards, you can special summon this card from your hand. So they all have that effect, and if you choose to use that effect, you can't use its secondary effect in the same turn. So that's just something to remember, right? So just go through the cards. Foolish, Mask Change 2, this is how we make Dark Claw. Also Foolish, we send a PK monster to the graveyard. It's important that you always have PK monster in graveyard. Waigiki, board wipe. Reinforcement of the army, search your PK monsters. 3 Twin Twisters for back row. 3 Fog Blade. It's like a Phoenix Chain, but once it's equipped to a monster, that monster can't be attacked. That monster also can't attack. Its effects are negated. So you can use it on your own monsters if you don't want your monsters to be attacked. Also, you can banish it and once they've born one of your Phantom Knights from the graveyard. One Scolding, it can deal with any spell, trap or monster effect. Just have to pay 3,000. You don't have to have it, you can take it out and run a third Farfa or whatever you like. One Alec, it negates monster effects. So I'm just going to read each Burning Abyss monster's secondary effect. You already know the first one, I explained it. Barber, when it's in the grave, you can target up to 3 Burning Abyss monsters, banish them, and for each banish Burning Abyss monster, it's 300 damage. So if you banish 3, it's 900 damage. Really good if you fall short of OTKs. Calcab, it bounces a spell trap face down. Sir, it's a monster ball, one of your Burning Abyss monsters from the graveyard. Farfa banishes any monster on the field, I should say, just until the end of their turn. Graph special summons any Burning Abyss monster from your deck. Libic special summons any Burning Abyss monster from your hand. Got the 3 Max C. Rubik, it's a tuner, so it helps you make your visual, your Synchro Burning Abyss monster. Scum is a searcher, so at the end phase, this card's in your graveyard, you can search any level 3 fiend type monster, so it's all your Burning Abyss monsters plus tour guide. Got Take Tomborg or Taki Tomborg, however you want to say it. So I just call it Borg. If you control a wind monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. Terratop searches the Borg, so that's why we run it at 3, so I've got a high chance of seeing it. And you can special summon this card if you control no monsters. So once you see Terratop, it's a 1 card Dante or 1 card rank 3. So Terratop, special summon, Borg, special summon, rank 3. 1 Cloak, it's got the main effect that we do want to worry about is when it's in the graveyard, banish it, add any of the Phantom Knight cards from your deck to your hand. So really good. Gloves. Every time you make Breaksword, you want to make sure Gloves is one of the XE materials, because it gives Breaksword additional 1000 attack. Also, when it's in your graveyard, you can banish it and you can send any Phantom Knight card from your deck to your graveyard. Boots. If you control a Phantom Knight monster on the field, you can special summon Boots from your hand. And also, when it's in your graveyard, you can banish it and add any Phantom Knight trap from your hand, and it's the Fog Blade. So you banish boots from your grave and you can add a fog blade from your deck to your hand. Tour Guide is a 1 card rank 3, 1 card Dante, like Terratop, so really good. This is the card that we want to search off Skarm. So yeah, that's the main deck. Go on the extra deck. Dante Pilgrim can't be targeted. We can special summon it, ignoring its summoning conditions if our Beatrice is destroyed or we crash our Beatrice. This card can discard a Burning Abyss monster and draw 1 card. So that's really good. Let's say we got Dante Pilgrim on the field, and we're up against a Blue Eyes monster, right? So this card is 200 damage or 200 attack off 3000. Obviously can't destroy the Blue Eyes, but what we can do is, if we had a Farfa in our hand, we can discard the Farfa, draw 1 card, and the Farfa's effect will activate in the graveyard, banish the Blue Eyes, then we attack with 2800. Dark Law, we can make it with Mass Change, and like we got a lot of dark targets, all our Burn Abyss monsters, so if we can make Dark Law first turn, it can stun a lot of decks. If we're somehow able to first turn to make Beatrice, Dark Law, and have a Fog Blade set, that's a really hard board for any. I don't care what deck your opponent has, that's a really hard board for your opponent to get over. If your opponent's got Cosmo, Monarch, even if it's if they're using Burning Abyss as well, if they got Blue Eyes, if they got Pendulums, it's really really stun them. Visual, it works like Dante Pilgrim, so you discard Burning Abyss monster, and this card just spins any card your opponent controls back into the deck. Beatrice, this is the best card in this deck. You definitely want to prioritize making Beatrice every single game. So this is the win condition. You need to make Beatrice really important. So if you got, let's say you had a hand and you're able to make 2 Dantes but you can't finish with Beatrice, you definitely don't want to do that. You will rather just have the Beatrice, right? So what Beatrice does is they can detach 1 material and then send any card from your deck to the graveyard. So really powerful. You can, like, obviously when you make Beatrice, one of its XE materials is going to be a Burning Abyss monster, and its effect can send any card from your deck to the graveyard. So you can send a Burning Abyss monster, so you can pretty much get 2 Burning Abyss effects off in 1 turn, and you can do it during either player's turn, so you can interrupt your opponent a lot. So you can, drop an outlet that can negate one of your opponent's monster effects, and then you can Farfa, you can send Farfa from your deck, banish one of your opponent's monsters, or if you need an extra Burning Abyss or a Tour Guide in your hand, you can send a Skarm. It's really good. The best card, make sure you gotta end your turn with Beatrice. Free Dante, easy to make. Of course, there's lots of ways to make it. We can make it through Burning Abyss monsters, we can make it with the Speedroid cards, we can make it with the Phantom Knight cards, we can make it with Tour Guide. So you can choose any number from 1 to 3, always choose 3. Send that many cards from the top of your deck to the graveyard. Until the end of this turn, this card gains 500 attack for each cent of the cards that went to the graveyard this way. So, and also when this card attacks at the end of the battle phase, it goes to defense position. Also, if this card is sent to your graveyard, you can target 1 Burning Abyss card, add it to your hand. So really good. And also you can let's say you made 3 Dantes, and 2 Dantes on your grave, and your 3rd one goes in the grave. You can, you can put the other Dante from the graveyard back into the extra deck. So you always got a Dante to make. Dark Rebellion. We don't have any level 4s, but we can make it through Breaksword. So digital core badge is one of the best cards that we can make it through Giga Brilliant. It's a rank 3, easy to make core badge. So what it does is it can spin any monster that's in defense position into the deck. So we're playing Monarchs and they got a Prime on the field. The best way to deal with Prime, use core badge, spin it back to the deck instead of the graveyard. Or if we're playing Mirror Match and they got Beatrice in defense position, we use core badge, spin Beatrice back into the deck so we don't attack Beatrice to kill it, because that will trigger Beatrice effect to special summon Dante Pilgrim. So this is the best, one of the best ways to deal with Beatrice. And then if you're playing Cosmo, most of the pilots will be in defense position. You can just spin it back into the deck. Stuff like that. Levier, we're going to be banishing our Phantomite monsters a lot. Levier can bring them back. So let's say we had Levier on the field. We had gloves in our hand. Oh no, we had gloves banished and we had boots in our hand. So we can use Levier to get back the banished gloves, special summon onto the field. Then we can use silent boots and special summon silent boots, since we already control gloves. And then go on to Breaksword. Utopic Future, so you need 2 rank 3s to make this card. So it's easy to make this card. Can't be destroyed by battle, and neither player takes any battle damage from attacks involving this card. At the end of the damage step, if this card battle a monster, you can take control of that opponent's monster until the end of the battle phase. So this is the best way to deal with Cosmo. If you can make this card, attack into their Dark Destroyer, attack to any of these ships, you can take control of this ship and attack them back. Really good, really powerful. Anytime this card will be destroyed, you can detach 1 XE material. So if you can make this card with 2 Dantes and you detach, and they use like Dark Hole Raigeki, you'll detach a material, and since it was Dante, you can add, it's just another way to keep recycling your resources, keeping hand advantage. Then we got Breaksword. Definitely want to make this card with gloves as a XE material, so it gets to be 3000 attack instead of 2000. And what you do with this card, detach 1 material, target 1 card you control and 1 card your opponent controls, and destroy them. Really good, double pop. We can always, instead of destroying our own monsters, we can always get Fog Blade. It's easy to get onto the field, and pop the Fog Blade, and then Fog Blade will be in the graveyard. Then you banish the Fog Blade to special summon Phantomite. So it's a lot of plays. Also, the way that we make our Rebellion is, if this XE summon card is destroyed, you can target 2 Phantomite monsters with the same level in your graveyard, special summon them and increase their levels by 1. Really good. So that's the main deck, extra deck, side deck. The third must change if you're going first and play a match. 2 system down for Cosmo ships or machine types. Anti-spell fragrance for pendulums. Master Restrict for monarchs, for major specters, for kaijus. Artifact Lancia. This card you can use it for mirror match, so they can't banish their Phantomites, they can't banish their Fog Blades. You can use it against Cosmo. They can't banish their monsters to get their ships out, or they can't use their ship's effect to banish itself to special summon something. It's a really good card. Also against monarchs, they can't banish Pantheism. There's a lot of stuff. Really good card to side in. To Thick Veiler for monarchs. It's universal. Thick Veiler is universal. Just like Gamma is universal. Get rid of problematic cards. Ghost Reaper, mirror match. You just Ghost Reaper the Dante, and your opponent will have to sack 3 Dantes from the extra deck to the grave. It'll be really hard for them to play. So that's the deck. Hope you guys understood a little bit how Burning Abyss works. I'll show you how it plays, but just again, guys got to read I just let it pause because the recording stopped at 50 minutes. So that lets me know this video is getting a bit long. I'm going to try to keep it a lot shorter than my last 2 episodes. So I'll quickly show you how the deck plays. So let's just... this is just showing examples, and we'll see what we can do with our hand. So remember our priority, we definitely want to make Beatrice first turn if we can. That's the main priority. So we kind of already got that with our hand. If we went first, this would have been a really good first turn hand. This is just even better. So what we can do is we special summon Terratop, search the Borg, special summon the Borg, and we haven't normal summon yet, so just remember that, guys. We make Dante. And since it's turn 2, we'll put it in attack position. I actually wish we went first with that opening hand we have, or that would have been a really good example. So always free, you always mill free. Now we got Calcab got milled, so activate that card. And activate Libic. We don't want to activate Libic because Libic will special summon a Burning Abyss monster from our hand, and we need that Burning Abyss monster in our hand to make the Beatrice. So just go no. Now we got 2500 Dante, right? Next we can do something like we make Tour Guard. We'll make another Dante. Detach. Send free. Now Graph went off, right? I can switch summon Burning Abyss monster from our deck. So doesn't matter what we pick. For this case I'll just go with Rubik, because what we're gonna do here is we're gonna mask change 2, send the boots to our grave, then we make Dark Law. So now we've got a Phantom Knight in our graveyard, which is what we always want, especially if it's boots. Now we can make the Beatrice. Now this is a really powerful board, and now we could if we wanted to, we could banish the boots and search Fogblade, but since we got Scolding in our hand, we just set the Scolding, and that means we can negate any spell, trap or monster effect. And now he can't use his stone effect in the graveyard because every card gets banished through Dark Law. If your opponent was to search, like let's say you're playing a Blue Eyes player online and they use trade-in, the discards will get banished obviously, and then we can banish one random card from their hand through Dark Law's effect. Also we got interruption plays with Beatrice. If we detach a Dante, we can turn a Burning Abyss monster to our hand, and if they somehow destroy Beatrice, we can special summon, where is he? Dante Pilgrim from our extra deck, ignoring its summon conditions. So we'll have Dante Pilgrim on the board, and since we detach Dante, Dante can return any Burning Abyss cards from our graveyard. So we could do something like Alec. We can return Alec to our hand, and if your opponent had a fake monster or we had Dante Pilgrim, you use Dante Pilgrim's effect. We discard the Alec, draw one card. So that's, you know, it's a little, we get to draw off Dante Pilgrim. It's really good. Dante Pilgrim can't be targeted, and then we can activate Alec's effect. So it's really powerful. This is a really good board. So we end our turn. So, and Scum activates from the grave, and we can search. So I'll definitely search Farfa, just in case he's able to destroy Beatrice, and we can get Dante, activate Dante's effect. So whatever monster he puts out, we could banish it easy. He just, that's all he was able to do, so we'll do that, and we'll send Farfa from our deck to the graveyard, activate Dante, and we will return our Calcab. Then Farfa's effect will activate, banish his monster, and return the Calcab to our hand, mill free with Dante. We don't have to activate Sir. We can do this, and we'll add boots to our hand. We could have added gloves for the 3000, and then use Fog Blade, banish it, special summon boots, special summon this boots, and make break sword. Then we make the last Beatrice, Calcab, and it's game. So Calcab can bounce that face down card, and we've got enough for game. So yeah, this is how you play with Burning Abyss. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you in episode 4, will be Monarchs. Or yeah, I'm planning to do Monarchs, Atlantean Mermails, and Cosmo. Yeah, whatever. Just leave your request what deck profiles you want me to do. This is how you play Burning Abyss. Yeah. See you guys in the next video. Peace.